All right, Ji, let's take a start of our session. Okay, can any one of you send me text in chat, please? We have to check one thing. Any one of you, please type any message. Okay. Okay, done. Thank you. Walaikum assalam, walaikum assalam. All right, Jit, why we have basically called this session because we came to know students have a lot of problems. Students are worried. They have no clear concept of SLO based questions, SLO based paper. So first and utmost thing, what I would like to ask that please, it's an open forum for all of you that you have to basically ask, or you have to tell us that what is the problem which you have faced, or what are the different things those you are unable to get, because we came to know you don't have any idea, and I am surprised that how is it possible that our students they really don't know about it. So what is your opinion? One after one, please. Open your mic and say something about it. Who would like to say? Like, if I talk about Midal Mudassir, would you like to answer me, bete? That is it really like this, that you have really not got any idea?
No, miss. I can understand what is it all about.
Okay, what is it? Then I will talk to second year I. What is your opinion about it? How have you perceived this idea? Anyone? First, your opinion about SLO based question paper. Who will answer me? This is your, like, don't feel embarrassed, don't feel shy. Whatever you have perceived, this is the best option, the best platform to share your point of view. And we are here, I and Ms. Uruj both are here. If you face any problem, you do have right. If you will be wrong, then we will make you correct. Yes, anyone? Fatma, Atif? Fatima?
Yes, ma'am. I just believe that the whole ratification has been ended and now it's all conceptual. And I think it's a really good thing.
Right. So now see, as Fatma is asking, no ratification means purely concept-based papers like question of play. Because why we are talking about English? Because English is a common subject. It's a subject which is compulsory for all, like Pakistan studies is compulsory, but it is compulsory for just for second year. So that's why we are talking about English paper, because either you are the student of biology or engineering or science general, even for everyone this is a common subject. And you can easily understand that whatever has been done before send up and after send up, a new change, a new wave, things have been changed, right? So now what is the concept that we have introduced the concept of SLO based. SLO based is mean students learning objectives. So means it will be your purely concept based paper. Like you have seen a drastic change, especially if I talk about the question of if we talk about the question of play, whatever was done before. Now see, please here, before the question which was asked about your play, that was answer any one of the following question in about 60 to 70 words from the play. Demon and Pathis, this was the previously given your play in the right. And question C, why does the king mock Demon and what is Demon's response? Do you think such kind of friendship is possible? Now see what they are trying to say. The things the characters are openly discussed, right? Now the situation is explain the element of the plot by the blob in the context of a play you have recently read. See, now they are not talking about any specific character or any specific person. Now they are asking direct question, concept based. First you have to explain the elements, and by explaining you have to give the example from the play or from anything which you have already read. And please keep it, remember, few students, they were committing mistake when they were solving this question. They believe any recently read novel or play. Do not commit this mistake. Basically what they are trying to ask whatever you have read in your syllabus according to your syllabus. So please make it correct. Many students, they started thinking whatever we have read maybe at home and we were absent in the class, so we do have right to write anything. So please do it correct. Correction is needed. They are basically indirectly talking about one thing, and what is that? How much you are basically attached with your own studies. We are not talking about something else. So by keeping these all points, you must know what they are talking about. Okay, Ji. So these are the changes. Again, you are not bound with just one single book. This is another thing in when we talk about SLO based questions or papers. If I'm not mistaken, and you all have to answer me that in each and every subject, you are not one only specific book you are basically going through. Your teachers are continuously, they are talking about another thing, and what is that? That is basically they are talking about what? They are talking about what? Who will tell me?
Reference books.
Good. They are talking about reference books, and we are keep on trying to focus on your reference books as well. That whatever is mentioned here, along with that, we are trying to incorporate your English books or other reference books like in Pakistan studies, in English, in chemistry, in physics, in each and every subject. Why they are talking about reference book? Just to tell you, to give you a clear concept that this paper is not going to move around just one specific book, and you have to leave one thing, and that is what? That is ratification, as Fatma has said. So there is no ratification. That's why if you all can recall the first paper, your paper of English. In English, what happened with question number 2? Who will answer me? Question number not 1, question number 2. What happened with question number 2? Question number 1 is...
They were question answers from the book.
Once before this, there were question answers from the book. It's mean totally cramped paper, right? Now what happened? Who has answered me? Fatma has answered me. All of you are free to say, please. Just Fatma is not my beloved student. Yes or Anosha?
We have to answer the questions from the passage. That is
good. Now the passage comprehension has been given. See, passage comprehension, and one more most important thing is which they have basically mentioned. What is that? That the passage will not be unseen. At some extent, they have tried to give you leverage that the seen plus unseen. Unseen, how the question those they are asking, they are not asking direct questions, sometimes indirect and sometimes partially direct questions, right? So what does it mean at this stage? Because this is the very first time and you will be basically experimented by them. So that's why this year, you may have chance that they are going to set paper which will be an average paper, like not exactly as tough as they were looking for. So that's why what I am trying to tell you, take advantage of it. Do a lot of efforts and try to make your result the best result. Now see the curriculum 2002. Once we were basically following the curriculum 2002 in which DLO. Now we are basically, not now, but since a few years back, we are basically moving towards the curriculum 2006 and 2000. According to that, when we have gone through, we realize that now it is asking for another thing. And what is that? They are basically talking about one thing. And what is that? That is this type of syllabus is or curriculum is looking for SLO based, means it is giving more advantage to students. It is focusing on the learning objective of students rather than the learning objectives of teachers. Then that's why the term has been changed. Another important thing which has been incorporated in your paper, that is basically the Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is not at all new for teachers because we are used to incorporate in teaching strategies, and whenever we plan anything for you, we always incorporate it. That is another thing you have never come across it. It has basically 6 stages, 6 steps, right? And we call it basically from lower order to higher order. When we talk about you at your level, so previously the paper which was that was set on the basis of remembrance, right? You people were asking rectification. You have basically cram everything, and after cramming that, whenever it has been asked in the paper, so you just basically start writing that thing because everything was fixed in your mind. One thing. Can any one of you tell me the difference between in the tone of MCQs now in the paper of English? Now, because we have 3 model papers.
All grammar.
All grammar, okay. And second, I want to take answer from second year. If second year will answer me, because you are more experienced as compared to first year, so it's better if you answer. Yes, second year H, second year J, second year I. Please, one of you. Second year I, hurry up it. Any one of you answer me, it's good. If you people will answer me, because the Fatma Kareem is here, if I'm not mistaken, and there are many more. Anisa Takwa is here from second year I, Alina, second year J. Even Alia Gulzar, can you answer me? Aksa, many students are here. Arisha Shafiq is from first year, but okay. What is the difference? Sorry?
मिस पहले के सीक्यूजेस हमारे पास अलग अलग कॉलम्स में होते थे, ग्रामर इंक्लूड होता था, कुछ चैप्टर से रिलेटेड होते थे. अब उन्होंने जनरल एमसीक्यूज कर दिए हैं कि हर कोई जो भी बुक फॉलो कर रहा है वो उनको अटेम्प्ट कर सके. वो पूरे अब ग्रामर बेस्ड हो गए, वो ग्रामर जो हर बुक में कॉमन है.
General, right. Iraj Bashir is answering. Am I right, Iraj?
Yes,
okay, right. Iraj is right. Before this, either I take the example of first year or second year, you see the book is nowhere, right? Book is nowhere directly, but indirectly, at some extent, it is there. We cannot say they have excluded the book. They have basically incorporated in a way that it's all about the conceptual things, right? Like, for instance, they ask you, after giving a statement, and then they underline the meaning. So what does it mean? It's still somewhere, at some extent, they are talking about remembrance, that what does mean by this or that, right? So then it means that is the stage of remembrance. Or if I say, for instance, reference to the context. So what is the reference of the context? Again, it is cramming. Yes, you have crammed it. Then of course it was in your mind, and that simply you have started writing. Now what is the problem? They are basically trying to move on. They want to leave remembrance or remembering step. Now they want to move you towards understanding and application. So the problem is, now as we are talking about the concept based, the students, those are really very good with the concept, they have more chances to get better score as compared to those students those believe in rectification. For them, it will be the greatest hurdle, right? So please try to move on. And now more focused area will be understanding and application. As I have already told you, this will be the first year when they are going to experiment on you. So maybe you have chance, they will be not as strict as there is a possibility, right, to be strict. So take advantage of it. Understanding, application, at some extent, somewhere they may ask for the analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Now I have basically incorporated these all 6 with your paper of English. Then you can easily get it what they are basically talking about. Now what they are trying to ask, they want to say, now we want to focus, our focus will be more on why and how, right? It's mean they are asking, or they are looking for logical answers rather than to define what, where. Please give message in your classes, everyone, that if someone will come with infinix or such type of names, I will never allow them to be in my class, right? Define what, where, when. We were basically used to ask like such type of questions before this. Now the problem is this time maybe at some extent they may ask for the define what, where, when, identify, list, tables. But But the problem is now they are going to cut it short. So your more focused area should be why and how. See, the another thing which you need to focus on, they are basically talking about one thing, and what is that? That cognition level you have to check. For the knowledge or remembrance, they will give you the percentage. 30% questions are possible from knowledge, right? Knowledge or remembrance, we call it. Then further they are talking about the next level, understanding. From understanding level, they are going to ask 50% question. Application based 20%. Total, this is 100%. Then we have mentioned with plus minus 5% variation. Might be possible. These are basically not the fixed percentages. Maybe from knowledge, as I have already told you, this is your first time, so maybe they move along with 40% from the knowledge point of view. Understanding maybe less than this, and application maybe 10%, but this is the very first time. It may vary, like for instance, application 25%, understanding 45%, and knowledge maybe 20 or 25%. So very, if we talk about the variations, there is a possibility of variation. The next important thing is difficulty level, right? How much your questions can be difficult. The thing is easy, if they talk about how much easy it can be, so there is a possibility that it can be 40%, moderation 40%, and difficulty level 20%. So total again 100%, and plus minus 5% variation. Like again, I'm asking, it's not fixed criteria, maybe 45% easiness or ease for you. Moderation maybe 30 or 35%. So there is a possibility, right? Asayim sir, Tariq, have you joined us? SLOs, as per the level of Bloom's taxonomy, I have incorporated along with your paper, because it will be easy for you to get it, rather than if we keep on just telling you that this or that. So the first step we have already discussed, that is all about remembering or knowledge base. So question number 1, which we are used to do, read the following poetic extract. Now what is this? Of course you read it, and after reading it, you just simply give the answer. Same in passage, carefully read and answer the questions appended to it. So what does it mean? Already many things are already mentioned over there, right? And then we just read it, and after reading it, we simply mention the answers. So this is basically the level of remembrance. Then level 2, understanding. In our paper of English, we are used to do summarize the passage and suggest a suitable title. This is again question from question number 2, and this is a part with for which they have basically assigned 8 marks, right? So it's all about understanding that how you are going to summarize the given passage, and then you suggest a suitable title. Level 3, application. Right, define personification. It is basically defined. So define basically fall under the category of remembrance. That's why I have not underlined it. But its second part is illustrate your answer with the help of appropriate examples. Appropriate examples you have to give as per your understanding, right? So this illustration fall under the category of application, or use the word that are bold and underlined in your text and make the sentences. So if you recall the question number 2 of English, and especially I am trying to ask, I am talking about the passage comprehension. So basically this Bloom's taxonomy has been incorporated in your paper in a very well-mannered way. Level 4 is analyzing. Sometimes we ask you to infer the meaning of the words or sentences, especially this is now it has been introduced especially for the MCQs. And if you can recall, in all your model papers, we have basically already observed there are 1 to 2 sentences, those are based on inference based statements. In question number 2, passage comprehension, again we have this same question that infer the meaning according to context, right, or according to text. This is what basically sometimes we have already come across different words. We know the meaning, but as per the context, when we read the passage, we realize the meanings are entirely different, right? According to text or context, then this is called infer or deduce the meaning. Level 5, evaluation. Justify your answer. When it has been asked to justify your answer, like for instance, in your model, one of your model papers, one question is, do you agree with the poet that modern man is more concerned with his gains rather than having any goodwill for others? Justify your answer. When you have to justify, it means you are at the level of evaluation. We believe you are capable to justify your instance or rectify the errors. Rectify the errors, especially this is given for the second year, and this is a solid question there, right? Level 6, creating. Level 6 is creating, write an essay in about 250 to 300 words or dialogue, paragraph, report, application. These all those ideas where we compose our ideas in all questions, that is basically the good example of creating. So basically what they are going to do this time, they have basically incorporated these all things. And as you people have already told me that this is all about one thing, and what is that? That is basically no ratification, no cramming. It's all about the concept based. Who can be your best guide? One is your teacher. Who will be the next one? Alrighty, who is going to answer me? This time your best guide rather than teacher is, who is he, she, it? Any answer?
Books.
Sorry, middle. Books or model papers? Your model papers are the best example, because whatever they have given in the model paper, that is no doubt the best example. Why it is the best example? Because they have solved everything. Not only they have basically uploaded unsolved, they have uploaded solved paper. Solved paper, if you follow their pattern, you will follow each and everything, every step. Like report writing, follow their steps, how they have written it, how they have mentioned the pattern. Now these are those things, those you can challenge in board if they deduct your marks, right? So I have already told everyone that please go through all model papers. We are trying our level best to go through the different model paper. We are solving it, though already they have uploaded solved paper. Now see, the most probably 4 model papers, there is announcement by the federal board that they are going to upload 4 model papers, solved and unsolved. 3 papers have already been uploaded, right? They have uploaded 3. Then go through all papers, do practice with the help of uploaded model papers. I have told many times in my class, and I think each and every teacher is asking for the same. Take its hard copy, go through it, practice it. In a nutshell, I have even said in my classes, P Jainsko, right? So absorb it, follow their given pattern, as it can be challenged in case of any discrepancy. You can challenge in the board, right? So please, model papers are the best source to guide you in a very well-mannered way. Take their hard copies, make its file. Intimation. At the time of attempting paper, keep a few points in your mind. The number 1 is don't write questions. The reason, because already question number 1, part A, part B, C, question 2, everything is already mentioned there, right? This was the director's order. Please inform a student they don't have need to write down the questions. So please don't write down the question, because again it will consume what space. Then they are asking about don't make design in the copy, and especially they told that girls are used to do this. They start making flowers, and they start making different type of things. They start designing things. So please, you are not supposed to do this. Simply give the heading and then start writing. Understand the demand of the question. 5 to 6 times this thing was asked to us, that please ask the student understand the demand of the question. If I am talking about what and you are giving me the answer of where, so please. Or suppose I am talking about the characterization and especially the different types of character, and you are just trying to make me fool and you are not discussing the characterization. What is characterization? In rather than this, you are talking about conflict or something else, again you are in deep trouble. So first, comprehend the question. Why are students face problems? Because they do not focus on the comprehension. So comprehend the question first and then start writing the answer. It's better to write wrong answer and then you try to think that I need to rewrite the answer. So go through the question paper first and then start solving it. Do not change the question number on your copy. The reason, sometimes you commit mistake and then you start changing their or cutting numbers on the copy, which is wrong, right? The given space of every answer is sufficient to mention the answer. We discuss in detail because students sometimes they ask, Miss, in copy very less space is given. When we discuss with the director told us that no, in copy we have given specific space. According to that specific answer, we basically judge it, what is the requirement of the answer, even according to the, if you are going to draw the picture according to width, according to that we have basically given us sufficient space to space in given copy. So please keep it remember. In case of having any mistake, take help of invigilator, right? At that time he is the best person who can help you out. In future possibility, at the moment we have discussed our possibility, now future possibility, maybe after you. Application 45%, understanding 45%, knowledge or remembrance 10%. At the moment maybe they will be lenient with you, but in future there are less chances of it. Okay, again, as open forum is open, in the beginning I told you your questions and you have already participated, you have discussed, you have shared your point of view. Again, if you have any question in this regard, so you are most welcome. Girls, any question? Because I believe, yes.
मिस मुझे हर एक जनरल क्वेश्चन पूछना है कि हमारे पास चले इंग्लिश उर्दू का सिलेबस तो कवर हो गया और इम्प्लाई भी कर रहे हैं, बलूचिस्तान बुक को भी फोकस कर रहे हैं, पर हमारे पास फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री का इटसेल्फ सिलेबस इतना ज्यादा है कि हम लोग बलूचिस्तान बुक को फोकस ही नहीं कर पा रहे, और अगर खोल रहे हैं तो उससे मजीद कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं। तो उससे वही क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे जो हर बुक में कॉमन होंगे ना, और हम कोई से भी आंसर लिखे तो कोई इतनी सी भी पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है ना कि वो मार्क्स काट दे अगर इन्विजिलेटर को हमारा आंसर पसंद नहीं आया।
अच्छा, Iraj, first and utmost thing, when we ask such questions, so usually the director, he told me that please, we basically give more and more leniency to student. One thing. Secondly, as far as the physics, chemistry, maths, or rest of the other books and their syllabuses are concerned, the problem is we are talking about concept. So if we look into this book or that book, the everywhere concept are remain same. So there will be inshallah no issue and you will not face any problem, hopefully. There will be no such type of question. Those will be out of syllabus or out of like the world. So inshallah you will not face such problem if teachers they could not get such a sufficient time, because you know the change was very sudden change and teachers have tried their level best, but of course the concepts are everywhere same of the physics or the chemistry. I don't think so they are same, right? Anyone else? Anyone else?
मिस
Yes.
मिस हमारे पास कुछ ऐसे सवाल मतलब इंग्लिश वगैरह तो फिर भी हो जाता है, हमारे पास फिजिक्स जैसे है उसमें कुछ ऐसे सवाल होते हैं कि मतलब कॉन्सेप्चुअली ही, लेकिन उसके अंदर इतनी एक्सप्लेनेशन बनती नहीं है, मतलब 2-3 लाइनों की आउट ऑफ 15 लाइंस। तो मिस उसके अंदर फिर हम क्या करें कि वो हमें हम फिर वो सोचते हैं कि वो हमें पूरे 3-4 नंबर देंगे या नहीं।
First and foremost thing, you have to check how many marks have been given, 2 marks, 3 marks. So yeah, according to that, if you have fulfilled the need, the demand, then okay, no problem. Move ahead.
Okay.
Any other question? Last 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes are left. Yes. Still, if you have questions, we are in the college, we are there, we are with you. There is no issue. Even in at the time of your exams, we are with you. You can make a call to us, you can come. Means still session is in progress. We have basically opened this forum for you. If you face any problem, so you are most welcome. So you know, aisa to nahi like your session has been closed, you are not supposed to ask question. I am there, your teachers are there. You're always welcome. Any other question? Girls? No questions? No question? Okay. If no question, thank you, and thank you for your precious time, because during Ramadan and like you have off and you have at least basically taken part
मिस
in the session. Yes, yes, yes. Last few
मिस वो
seconds.
इसके
हाँ.
ऐसे हम लोग करते हैं तो मैक्सिमम वो कितने पेजेस में आना चाहिए?
Pages nahi. Like, see, please, not pages. You have to follow the pattern. Number 1, number 2, they are talking about 250 to 300 words. So it's mean it's all about. They will give you space, but they will give you space. So you cannot ask kitne pages mein. Are you okay? Got it? They will
Okay,
give you
okay.
space. So this time, this is the best thing. They will give you space. So you must know that this is the space in which I have to play. Right? Anything else? Okay, ji. Thank you so much, so nice of you. Best of luck for your final exams. Allah Hafiz.